Hi, I'm Jeremy Javier Corona Munoz and I'm going to talk about the Salinas trial. More specifically about three points. First of all, the project Solidaridad, then the December failure, then we have the ECTLN movement, and then the death of Colosio. First of all, we have to talk about the Solidaridad program. It promotes like the expansion of drinking water and sewage services through the construction and expansion of the corresponding systems to the rural areas. So with this, they want to help the poor people. Then it starts in 1998 and it finished in 1994. Why it don't function? One of the things why it don't function is because first of all, we know that the social programs sometimes have or always they have bad government administration or corruption, and also it don't help a lot the poverty. Then we have that during the Salinas presidency they use this program for convince the people for support PRI or Salinas, just as they do in these new days when López Obrador or Peña Nieto, like when they want the people to vote for them, they give things to the people. Then, what was the December failure? First of all, it was a crisis caused by the government want to keep the money price, but the dollar was increasing, so it was impossible. Then it was like financed projects that was for a long time, but financed with money of short time, so it don't function also. And also that the intern debt was in dollars, and when the price of the dollar go up, the intern debt also go up. Then what was the ECTL1 N? Sorry, L1, the N, sorry. On 1st of January, it begins of 1994. The Zapatista army that was like allied with the indigenous people, they want to the government to give them more rights. More specifically, they declare the war to the Mexican government because they want work, land, housing, food, health, education, independence, justice, and peace. Also, they want the Mexican government. It begins because they want the Mexican government to give more importance to the indigenous people. Also, they try to hide. Also, that the government tried to hide the problems of the indigenous people, and at the end, another cause is that they want to establish a social government for it to help all and not only the private enterprises and the rich people. Then one of the leaders, or the main leader, is Marcos Commander. It was used against Salinas because this explodes in the government of Cedillo, but it was like a crisis that comes from the government of Salinas, and then in the government of Cedillo it explodes. Then it had, I think that this was like a not good movement because it has very good ideas, but when they apply these ideas, when they fight for these ideas, they kill a lot of innocent people when they try to get the cities. Then we have the death of Colosio. Okay, the death of Colosio. Who was Colosio, first of all? He was like the candidate for the presidency of 1994 and 2000. He has a bad relationship with Salinas and with the PRI because he like want to say to the real things to the people, and he said that the PRI was very corrupt, also that the Salinas presidency was very corrupt, the bad administration of Salinas presidency, the bad administration of the resources, but the bad administration of the PRI, and then when he was going to be the president, they killed him. We don't know who was it, but they killed him. Then Ruiz Massieu. He was a Mexican lawyer that was the brother-in-law of Salinas, and he also was killed. But we know who was the intellectual kill of him, and we have the proofs. We know that it was a normal guy who killed him, but in material things, but in the intellectual things, we know that the one that gave the order was the brother of Carlos Salinas de Gortari, because they don't want he to comes in the low chamber of deputies, and Muñoz Rocha, he don't was agree with some um, reforms that he has, so he and Raúl Salinas de Gortari were some of the blamed people. So they investigate and they know that they were the ones that give the order to kill him. Then, but we know that it wasn't the Salinas de Gortari, Carlos Salinas de Gortari. But in 2 days or 3 days that they take, the police take Raúl Salinas de Gortari, he disappeared and we don't know where he is until today. Okay, also we don't have to talk all about the bad things of Carlos Salinas de Gortari. He also do good things. He do the firma del tratado, signed of the treaty of free commerce. That it was very fine because he made an agreement with the United States and uh, Canada, and he do that in these three countries we don't have to pay taxes when we import or export some things. Also, he reduced the external debt by he paid the 7% of the PIB, but he reduced it into 20 million of dollars. That it was a lot. Then privatization of Telmex, it was very good because, as we know, sometimes the government enterprises don't are very well. So as they say that it was corruption and not good administration, they do an action in which all the private rich people and the ones that control the enterprises, they can give a sum of money and they see if they take Telmex. But as he don't want it goes the money to another part, he give this to a and to a Mexican one. It was good because the money is still here. And also a good economical thing that we can mention is that the GDP, the gross commercial domestic production, it was very good and it grows into a 4%. Also, first of all, in the three things that we are discussing, I think that the first thing, the solidarity, it was not the fault of Carlos Salinas de Gortari because he can't control the people, and also he invests the money into this program, but he can't know that the dollar will grow up and it will cause the December crisis. He can't know. We can't know that. Then the ECT-L1, the LN, sorry, I think that he can be accused of this because he don't give the necessary attention to the indigenous and rural groups. So he tried to solve this with the Solidaridad program, but it wasn't very efficient. So I think this can be his fault. And then we have the two deaths. As we know, the first death, we don't know or we don't have the proof of who killed him, who killed Colosio. But we can deduce that with all the facts that he talked about bad about Salinas and the PRI, it is very possible that they killed him. And at the end, the other death, I think it was not Salinas' fault. It was the fault of Muñoz Rocha and of Raúl Salinas de Gortari. I think that it was the fault of them because they like take a material person that do the kill, but he need the money. He really need the money, so he do it with the permission and the payment of the other two guys. So I think the accuse of them is fine. Okay, thank you. This is the Salinas trial and it's my history project. Thank you for all. Thank you for your attention.